Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters, and this is episode. I don't have my notes. What episode is it?
242.
242. I'm Jessica, also known as Naturally.
And I'm Allena, also known as Starnitz. Today is March 27th. This is our bi monthly podcast. If you are a regular, thanks for coming back. If you are a first time watcher or listener, thanks for joining us.
So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us.
Yes. So, do you have any mojo?
Nope.
Oh, I actually do.
Nope.
Because it's been like 2.5 weeks since we actually podcasted last.
It has
I
been.
don't have it a physical item to show you. I just have a picture. I finished the Amaru or Amaru, I don't know how you say it, shawl that I was working on for um, Fairy Tale Knits.
I like Amaru. That sounds fun.
So I've been saying it Amaru, but I saw a lady at Homespun Yarn Party wearing one, and she said Amaru. Or
Yeah.
anyways, like I like Amaru because it reminds me of that show Hallmark Channel did called Tin Man
Oh,
for whatever reason. Anyways, so there's the shawl completely done, and I laid it out on the floor at Pittsburgh and took a picture.
very cool. It's beautiful.
It turned out really nice. So the one I saw this weekend, she was wearing it in her yarn, and um, hers was gray and like teal. It was so pretty. So, anyways, it's a really fun pattern. It's a crochet pattern. Here's another picture, just so I can talk while you look at it. So it's crocheted, and it just is fun. And you could do different stripe combinations. I just used two colors.
I like it. It seemed like it went pretty fast too. It didn't take you that insanely long because it was crocheted. Or
Well, it took me a month and a half because I started it last month. So I
yeah,
turned it into
like
10.
busy sewing all the time and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty quick thing for
It
you.
took two skeins of sock yarn. So
Cool.
800 yards of of yarn. So yeah.
What?
Okay. Any works in progress?
Yeah, I'm working on these socks, the Kia socks. I got the heel, you can see. I'm, I'm doing two at a time. I'm done decreasing for the gusset, and now I'm just on the foot. So I probably have about 4 inches. I'm not gonna finish in this month, I doubt, but whatever. It'll be a picture project. I started them like last month into this one. But these are they're on my first take one project.
Yeah.
I did not update any of my notes. But that baby sweater that I was making, I totally screwed up on, and it's in a timeout. I haven't touched it since the podcast because, like, I realized I had like increased or something, and it wasn't just. It's a sweater like you do the you start at the top down, and you after like the little garter uh edge, you increase, and it like makes it like a full poofy sleeve almost type of thing. Well, like I didn't increase correctly. Like I think you're supposed to like knit one, knit in front and back all the way around, but I like knit one, knit in front and back, and then just keep going knit in front and back, and I didn't like do every other one, and like the numbers were way off, and I was like, well, that's not happening. So yeah, so I haven't touched it. Um, and that's about it for knitting.
So
Okay.
I am working on my socks. I for my detention owl, which it's probably not happening because I have this much more to do. So I should be able to finish these. I'll be binding off shortly. Um, so that I'm working on. I'm still on the first sleeve because remember I crocheted the one sleeve. I haven't touched it since. So that's sitting there. And the brown sweater I haven't even touched except for to take pictures for my owl. So my detention owl is totally not getting finished. My order mission, I am right at the part where you decrease for the arms.
Okay.
I turned it in for 25%. And I have not touched it either. So that's the way my life has been. I did, however, start another shop model for Dawn for Fairy Tale Knits. She talked me into it because after I gave her the one, she wanted another thing. She gave me a set of her minis, and I'm doing this turn and wave cowl. So I am working on it. She wants it by June, so, but I think it's going pretty fast. So that's what I'm working on currently, knitting and crochet wise.
Very cool.
So, you spin me right round.
I have lots and lots of spinning.
Me too. So you go first.
That's where my focus has been. First of all, I finished my owl.
Yay! At least one is getting points for Slithering Glory.
Yeah. So this right here is a little over 2 pounds of fiber.
It's huge.
Giant skeins. They're like over 8 ounces. And I decided, because I had handed 2 of them in for 50%, and then I finished spinning and applying the other 2, but I didn't like how it was plied, so I decided to run it through again and just give it a little more twist into the yarn to make it a little more round.
That makes sense.
It was just a little loose, and I didn't add a ton. I just treadled and plied, and it went in real fast. So it wasn't hard, but it was, I did it to all 4 of them.
It took a while.
It did, but I'm happy with how it turned out. It's totally not super even. There's like thick and thin spots, but you know what? I really don't care. And there's still a good amount of VM in it because it was an uncoated fleece, and that's what you deal with when you process yarn sometimes. But it's super soft. It's washed up really well. It's squishy, and it's so funny because I hung them back here. I don't know if you can see that thing up there. I hung it on the pegs to dry, and like they were hanging down. I forget how far, but they like shrunk up a good like 5 inches like after they're dry. So I'm gonna have to. I haven't counted the yardage yet, but I need to do that, and then calculate that out and see how many yards I got of that. And I need to turn it in because I haven't done that either. But yeah, so I'm happy. They're nice and big and squishy. Here, I'll open one. You'll see how big that, like, how big across that is, that skein.
That's crazy.
But yeah, they're nice. I like it. It's happy. It's squishy. It's all white. It kind of got a little boring, kind of, when you're not spinning color, but it was nice. So then after that, I have been making a bunch of Rolex and stuff, and I added a bunch of stuff to my shop. But I had leftover stuff that didn't, get to be packaged up. It wasn't quite 2 ounces to be packaged. So I think it was like 5 different colors that I decided to spin into a monster skein, and I just spun them up randomly and then did a 2-ply of them together. So that's what this is. I'm calling it the monster skein. It's probably a light fingering, almost lace weight. I mean, not really lace weight, I guess. I'd like fingering, I'll say. It's 738 yards of 2-ply. So that's a lot. I think it was 6 ounces total. But yeah, there's that. And then I also spun up, or I was making even more Rolex after that, because that's what I've been on my kick. Anyways, there's that skein. That's all washed. Then I was making up some more rollers for the shop because I had a dye day. And I came up with these. There, that's not reflected. But I also came up with my new thing is I'm offering up fractal packs where you can spin up one single of the roll eggs, and then you spin up the bat, and then when you apply them together, it creates a fractal yarn, all easy like, and you don't have to separate a braid of fiber to do it. Like you just, well, I guess you have to separate the bat, but whatever. So here is that one. So it kind of goes from gray to purple to green, if you can see, but then it like stripes in between it, which
That's
is what
cool.
a fractal is. Anyways, but I wanted to test it out and see how it looks. This still needs to be washed. It will plump up quite a bit, I think. Yeah. And then I also, I was maybe because this I didn't count the yardage on this, but it's only 4 ounces. So it's like I think if I wanted to make a shawl or something, I'd want another skein of something. So I just carted up just more gray and green and no purple. I don't know if you can see the green. Let's see if I can put it in the center.
Cool.
Um, so I'm spinning that up right now. And that I'll just do a 2-ply. It won't be fractal, but it'll be like a complementary skein of yarn to do with whatever. Because sometimes when you only have a skein, you don't always knit with that thing because there's not enough yardage. Anyways, so I've been, I had this spinning book, and that's it.
That's cool. I have been spinning a mashup, which is the reason you don't have yardage when you do 4 ounces is because it's only 4 ounces, which is why we started doing mashups to get enough yardage from 8 ounces. So I've been spinning a mashup. I started it a couple of weeks ago, and the first half is done. So this is some merino yarn that I got for Christmas this year, actually. It's from Heavenly Wools in New Zealand, and the name was called Salamander, and it's on Etsy, and it was it's a 20 micron merino wool, so it was really soft and nice, and so I broke the braid went from this like bright green to like a darker green to like purpley blue and then purple. And so I split it up into like 8 and just spun it so I would get like the stripes in there. And then I pulled out this fiber, which is merino and firestark, and it's black, but it looks like its name, which is oil slick. And I got this one from Spotted Circus.
Very cool.
So I'm this is going to be the second ply of that. So I've been spinning it pretty fine. So I'm hoping I'll get like a fingering weight. So we'll see. So I'll be turning in for a class because I'm working on the oil slick right now. So then I'll just ply it.
That'll be really pretty.
Bobbin. So that is what I've been spinning. But I've been doing a lot of purchasing for spinning. Like my focus is on spinning currently. So I know we've talked about the Shave 'em to Save 'em passport. So I had Ocean City Fiber Festival, and I was next to, let me get it out, the Spinning Loft, and they get fleeces and sell them to us. They don't have sheep of their own. Um, the lady, her name's Allison, is really nice, and she knows like so much about spinning. So I was next to her for the weekend, and I talked to her, and then I spent some money there. So I got some of the breeds for my passport. Um, so I will just show you them. So I got the South Down, which the down breeds are good for sock yarn. So I got 6 ounces to process and then hopefully spin at least 4 ounces into a sock yarn. So this one is South Down. And then I got some Dorset, horn Dorset. I also got 6 ounces of that for the same purpose. So yeah, so this is all raw fiber that I will be processing. So I can't like, I put the stickers in my passport, but I haven't put a date on them or anything because I haven't done anything with them. So I haven't taken a picture and gotten the real passport stamps. So this is not part of the Save 'em to Shave 'em, but I got this East Frisian. And I've seen these sheep in like person. They're like, you can't really tell, but it's like a golden cream. And when they're on the sheep, they look like golden. It's like a shiny golden.
That's cool.
They're milk sheep, but you can also use their fiber. So I got 6 ounces. I got 8 ounces of this to try or whatever. I haven't decided what to try with, but I wanted it to play with.
How does it feel? How is it? I mean, it's a little coarse, I would think, but not super.
No, like check out this crimp. It's super soft.
Oh, cool.
And I can't wait to try it. And that's why I bought it because, so Allison of the Spinning Loft, she works directly with farmers and gets their fleeces and then sells it to people. Sometimes she'll have it processed. Most of the time it's just raw. And then she will sell it for them so that they can get
money.
Thank you. Sorry, my brain is just out there. So then I got some Clun Forest. I got 4 ounces of that. And like, check out, like, I really like trying the new breeds. Like, check out the crimp on that.
That's pretty.
It's super nice and soft. And yeah, so some of them she was saying I need to like do a cold soak before.
Well, what
like
is it?
This one I will have to because they're just a little bit dirty. This one is Navajo Churro. So it's just a little more crunchy and longer staple length. So she suggested like this one in the long wools to use as one ply to ply with your sock yarn, so it will add like stability.
Oh, okay.
And the last one I got was the Lincoln long wool because I have a fleece of Lincoln long wool in the basement. So I only bought 4 ounces so that I could get my stamp for my passport.
I see. Yeah.
She was saying if I spin it, because I don't really like the long wools, if you spin it and then use it as a ply for your sock yarns, it will add that nice stability.
I heard for the long wool too, you need to have like a really, really low twist.
Yeah.
Otherwise it becomes ropey. So I think that's something I have not practiced much. So I think when I spun Wensleydale, I think it was like the same type of thing. Yeah. It was long wool and it wasn't that great. But I think if you try
and learn like long draw.
Yeah. I mean, I know long draw, but I don't know. Yeah. Just to really try and prepare it.
I really like trying all these different breeds. And after like trying, like feeling these like raw fleeces, and then I was spinning this merino, I'm like, I'm not sure if I like merino all that much anymore. Like I like it, but I like these other breeds a lot too.
I like the feel of stuff for sure. I know everyone turns to merino because it's so soft, but like I have some sweaters that I've made out of merino, and those pill like crazy.
Yeah, because it's a really short staple length, and I mean it's soft, but
Yes.
I know I have like some CVM that's like even softer.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not all. So then the next weekend I was at Pittsburgh Creative Arts Festival, and they had a spin in the one night. Like they had a block party at night, so you had something to do. And I went to it, obviously, because why not?
Right.
And they had some vendors there um, that weren't part of the actual vendor marketplace. It was like an after hours thing, like you could come optionally. Anyways, so Gwen Aaron was there, and I got some of her blend. It's a Tarji Silk Bamboo blend. And I'll show you her logo so you can see Gwen Aaron. And she's like, she lives in Ohio and she's really nice. So I got these two um,
Matchup.
fibers for a mashup to go together. And look how pretty they are. Obviously, she always has green and it always gets me. And then I got, I'm trying to see. Oh, and then I got from Hip Strings. Because they were there too, I got their camel sample pack
Well, that's fun.
because I'm all about trying new breeds, right? And then I got their yak pack too.
That's fun to say.
So there's like 4 different can you see the difference in there? To try different breed like rovings of theirs.
I can see the difference.
Try. So the camel and the yak. So I got those to try. So that's all the fiber I got for spinning. And I plan to spin all of it. Well, eventually. Like as one does when you like grow your stash. So anyway, that's all the spinning I have.
I purchased some fiber as well. Liz from Hobbledehoy announced that she is going to become a teacher next fall, but she's gonna like still have her shop open till then. But anyways, I decided I wanted to buy one last set of fiber so I could do a mashup for myself. Because I love the sweater I made for Chloe. Now it was out of merino. I think it was merino silk. Merino bamboo. It was like a sock blend that she has.
Yeah.
Merino bamboo nylon.
Like I think it's awesome she's going to be a teacher, but it's also sad because her bats and batlings and her like blends were always so nice.
They are.
They are so nice because she still has stuff. She was just at home spun this past weekend.
Anyways, yeah, I just lost one thing. Anyways, here's a little batling that she sent me. Anyways, I bought 5 braids. I know you don't like orange. But
I do not. Is that one named Goldfish though? Because that's what it reminds me of.
It's salamander.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're all superwash merino, bamboo, and nylon. And I got 5 of them. Oh, here's something. Just so that I can spin up another mashup. But the sweater that I made for Chloe that's a zippered hoodie and it's really accurate, like fine. It was like finger like 3-ply, which is crazy. But it turned out like she wears it a lot and it wears really well. And I thought to myself, I want one for myself. So that's my book.
That'll be a nice one. So it's like purples and blues and oranges.
Yeah. I was just gonna get those like without the orange, but then I thought since there's a little bit in that one, and I think a little bit in like the purples, I got it. I'm not sure how I'm gonna split it up though. I haven't decided yet. Whether I want to make it striped or if I want to split them all up into tiny little tidbits and just spin them randomly so that it's all completely mixed up or not. I don't know. I haven't thought that far. I just purchased it before they were all gone.
That's smart.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yes.
Weaving. Do you have any weaving?
No.
I do. So I had planned, and I told you about this, to weave for my Slytherin swap, which I sent because we had to send it on Saturday, but I sent it on Monday because I'm a slacker. So I took 2 yarns, and wove a cowl. So there's me modeling it.
It's cool. I like it.
But what it is it's a 2-2 twill. So here's it. So I aimed for 120 ends, but I miscounted, and I think I had like 140 or 130 ends. Because with my loom, you have to do it beforehand. You can't like direct warp, or at least I don't think you can. So it's really wide, and I ran out of the white. The white one was called Hobgoblins Have Feelings Too, and it had like yak in it. And then the other one was Fairy Tale Knits. I don't know what I think I sent the tags with it, so she knew what it was. The other one was her Shining Armor base, which has like Stellina as one of the plies.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so I like wove it, and I ran out of the white, and then there was a lot of loom waste. Anyways, so here's like close up of the. So I did a 2-2 twill, and I striped 10. Every 10, and then for the warp, and then for the weft, I did 16 repeats, so 16 throws. And then that's how I got that. So I did a 2-2 twill. So then I like took it out and I zigzagged the ends, and then folded them over and sewed them together. So there's like a seam, and then sewed it down so that it wouldn't come apart. And then I washed it and blocked it, which is why I sent it on Monday, because it was wet still on Saturday. Like I finished it Friday night. But yeah, so it turned out really nice. I just wanted to do that.
Every time you weave on that thing, I am so jealous. Like, not in a bad way, but like I'm like, I really want a cool loom that can do cool patterns like that. Like I love my rigid heddle, but like I'm filled with jealousy.
So you can't tell, but the brownish orange color sparkles. So
it looks amazing. I like it. It looks very cool.
Yeah, so it turned out really nice, and I hope my partner likes it. It's been sent, so I'm not sure if she's gonna like it or not. I think she will. Anyways, so I'm not telling you who my swap partner is, but they're in Slytherin. I also sent some yarn I got at Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet as part of because it was a mini swap, so you had to make something and send some yarn, and you could send from your stash, but I saw this yarn and it was like the colors that my partner had mentioned she liked, so I just bought it. Cool. So yeah, but that's my weaving. I need to turn it in for a class, so I have to look up the classes again and figure out where to turn it in.
Do that as well.
So that's the only weaving I have. So any binging? Have you been binging anything?
Yes, I have been listening. I forget where we left off. I didn't enter anything in show notes. I will do that afterwards so that when you update this thing, it'll be right. Anyways, I listened to a bunch more of the Coffee House Mysteries, and then I started in on the Mercy Thompson series. Mercyverse, I'll say. I couldn't pick which one to listen to first, so then I just listened to it combined. Does that make sense? So I don't even know what I'm on right now. The Heat with the Alpha and Omega series is what I'm on currently. So yeah, I've been binging a lot. I've been painting a whole heck of a lot of stuff, so that has kept me entertained doing that. plus relagging and all that jazz. But yeah, so lots and lots of listening on that. I haven't been watching anything. I've been very busy.
I finished the Mercyverse, and then I listened to the new Anne Bishop book, In the World of the Others, Wild Country, and it was really good. And then I started listening to Fate's Edge, or I finished Fate's Edge, which is the third book in the Edge series by Allena Andrews. There's 4. And then I started listening to the 4th book, but the one like chapter, it wasn't really a chapter because they, like, when you get the audiobooks, it comes in like chapters, but they're like more than the chapters in the book.
Yeah.
Anyways, one of it cut off like after a half an hour, and it was probably one that was like an hour long. And so I had to go back because by the time I listened to it, the library, I'm on the waiting list for it basically from the library. So that's on hold. And that's the 4th book in the series called Steel's Edge. So that's on hold. So I started reading the Others book again by Anne Bishop. So I'm in the middle of Written in Red. And I used that while I was sewing. But this past week, I haven't been sewing much. I was doing my taxes. So I was binge watching TV. So I binge watched a ton of crap. And it's not even funny how much crap I binge watched. So I binge watched that 3rd season of Into the Badlands because for some reason I didn't think I watched it, but I did because I watched it. I was like, oh, I watched this. But I watched it anyways because it's really good. And then Sunday, the new season, the 4th and final season started. So I watched that. And then they moved to Monday night. So on Monday, they had the second episode. So I watched that too. And they're really good. So if you've never watched Into the Badlands, you should. Like if you like ninja and swords and post-apocalyptic stuff, watch it.
I think I watched the first 2 seasons because it was on like after Walking Dead or something, like when we were watching that. So that's when we watched it, like when it was on TV. But I haven't watched it since then. So I think I've only seen 1 or 2.
So keep going. And anyways, it's really good. So yeah, then I'm currently watching. So then I binge watched the TV show The Order that Netflix just came out with. Really good. Vampire or witches and werewolves. It's really good.
I haven't been on Netflix in a while. Oh my goodness. So
and then they also had on Netflix this show called Afterlife, which after watching some like, I don't know. So I watched it. Ricky Gervais is in it, and it's like kind of like a drama. Like his wife died, and it's just like him dealing with it. It was really good. I like binge watched that. Like there was only 1 season, so yeah. And then I saw that the OA has the 2nd season on, and I've been like waiting to watch that. But I think I need to watch the OA 1st season again. But yeah, so I've been like kind of binge watching Night Shift, and then I started that Northern Rescue that Netflix just got. And then yesterday I was binge watching Torchwood on Amazon Prime. And then I finished the 2nd season finally because it's been on hold for whatever reason. And so I'm in like the middle of the 3rd season, and I went to watch one this morning, and it's not on Amazon Prime anymore. Like it's not Prime original anymore to watch for free.
Oh,
like what the heck? Because I was just watching it last night. So I have to finish that somehow. I don't know where I will watch it. I don't really want to buy it because while I like Captain Jack, and Torchwood is good, I don't know if I want to buy the seasons.
Right.
Speaking of that, I bought all the seasons of Doctor Who because they had them at Walmart for $25. They had like the first of the new Doctors. The Chris Eccleston and David Tennant were together for $25, and then 11 was together for $25, and then 12 was together for $25, all the seasons. And then I bought for another $25 the 11th or the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, her season, this last season. So I have all the seasons of Doctor Who, and there's like special features and everything, and I'm excited. And so we have started watching those from the beginning. And Bella really didn't pay attention when I was watching Doctor Who the first time. So she, she was younger, because that was like how many years ago. So she's been watching it like with me, and she's like, I don't remember this, because really she only started watching with the 11th Doctor or Matt Smith, for those of you who are not Doctor Who fans. So she's, like I'm introducing her to the original Doctor.
Yeah, that's cool.
So not the original Doctor Who, but the first couple of seasons. So we've been watching Doctor Who.
I need to rewatch through them. Aren't they on?
They are for now, but I'm not sure how much longer, because Andy is taking his last class right now with Amazon, with his master's, for his master's degree. So I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have Amazon Prime, because we right now have it through his account, so it's Prime Student, and we really don't use Prime all that much, which is why I was trying to finish watching Torchwood and stuff, because I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have it, because we really only use it at Christmas time. Like, I don't get stuff shipped to me all the time.
We do once in a while. I find it
so
useful-ish. I don't know, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So, like, because we have Hulu now, and we have Netflix and Sling, and I'm just like, I can't even with all of these things. So yeah, but anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I turned my taxes in today. I didn't do them. I just was creating a spreadsheet for my tax guy to do my taxes for me. And yeah, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'll be sewing, so I'll be listening to books again. But speaking of books, I am a member of this website called Library Thing. And it's kind of like Goodreads, where you read books and review them and stuff like that. But it's not as cool as Goodreads. Sorry, it just isn't. But it is kind of cooler in a different way. It's more like library-ish, if that makes sense. And you can go, and they have like these early readers, and you can go and apply to get these early reader books, like when they're releasing a book, and then you can get it, and you don't have to do anything. You just get a free book.
That's cool.
So I apply every once in a while, and sometimes there's books that everyone is different. So there'll be books that you want to read and books that you don't want to read. And they'll have like regular books, they'll have ebooks, and then they have audiobooks. So I apply for any of the ones that interest me. And this one interested me because I do like the Roswell TV show. Though the new version that they made, I watched a couple of episodes, and I'm not sure if I like them as much as the old ones. But anyways, here's the book that TV show is based on.
That's fun.
As an audiobook. So I got that for free. And then I was just notified yesterday that another one that I applied for will be coming in the mail. So we'll see in a couple of weeks another book to read. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. We could talk randomly now.
Randomly, it was Leah's birthday a week and a half ago, and she really wanted a desk for her birthday. Well, no.
How?
She's been wanting a desk, not necessarily for her birthday.
But can I just say this though? You're like the coolest parent that your child wants a desk. Like, how awesome is that? Like, my children are like, I want this random game thing.
Well, she had a list on Amazon that she wanted different things too. But
still, for her to be so excited about that, I just think it's cool.
Well,
Like,
she didn't know she was getting it for her birthday. She's been wanting to redo her room. This is where it came from. She's been wanting to redo her room. Can't find the. Let
I
me show you.
think you get
Let me
my
show you
kids
the
to
before
clean.
first. Here's the before. I found it at Restore. So I was looking on Amazon, first of all. Here, I guess I can show you while I'm talking. I was looking on Amazon, and all the desks they have are like prefab crap, and they're like $150 or more. Like for these
Yeah.
desks that are just like a desk with a couple drawers here or there, or some of them like they just weren't good. I found this thing. Um, it was 45 at Restore, which is, when you're like a secondhand store, I'll say. Um, and I was like, I can paint that. She went white because she wants to redo her room because she wants it to be, teenagery style. Um, so I took it all apart and I put like this sheet up in our room because I wanted to do upstairs. This thing is like heavy. It's like wood. It's like real wood. It's like a hefty desk, not some crap you buy off Amazon for super expensive. And I only paid $40 for it. Anyways, so I took it all apart and I painted it white. But didn't it turn out nice? I'm so
That is
excited.
fantastic.
Um, anyways, so I did it up in our room because I'm like, it's freezing out. I can't do it in the garage. I can't do it anywhere else. And it's gonna take like a good week for me to like work on this while she's not home, which was kind of crazy. So I put like this like partition up and I wouldn't let her come in our room because we have a little more space in our bedroom. So like I had this like sheet up so she couldn't see like when she walked past the door. Um, and she knew not to go in there. She had no clue what I was doing. But I did chalk paint. So I think it took 3 layers of paint um on the whole thing with all those nooks and crannies. Was crazy. Hence all the audiobook listening. Um and then I even did one whole coat of polyurethane on the whole thing and like 5 coats on the actual desktop so that it's you know not gonna chip away or anything.
Also, can I point out she's definitely a Hufflepuff. She's so nice that she wouldn't like look like if that was me, I would have totally looked and like figured out what you were doing. Like she's like the nicest person I know.
It's so funny. She'd like walk past and like go like this and like totally not like look.
Seriously.
Very
Seriously.
good. I think she likes to be surprised too. But anyway, so then on
I
her
want to
birthday
be surprised, but it's gonna take a lot of work to surprise me because I would
birthday
figure it out.
birthday mornings we get up and like do their usually just if it's a school day, which a lot of times it is for them, we do presents first thing in the morning. Well, she also got, I can show you a picture of her and these were things that she put on her Amazon wish list, which was a hamster mom t-shirt
And that's so cute.
and a panda shirt
The
or a
shirtless
panda sweatshirt.
pandas.
Um, she's so funny. Uh,
Hamster mom. That's hilarious. Like I saw her when she posted a picture of it. It's so
yeah, so there it is, hamster mom, because she loves her hamster. Um, and then she loves pandas as well. So she had this panda sweatshirt that I got for her. Um, so those two things she opened up, I think first, or maybe it was I forget what, but then I brought her upstairs. I'm like, okay, now close your eyes, and we brought her into our room because we were gonna try and like carry the desk into her room before she woke up, but that thing's so heavy and like it just we would have woke her up.
yeah.
Anyways, but she like geeked out and like got so excited. So it was very worth all the effort and stuff. So yeah, I was very, very thankful that she liked it. And I'm like, did you know what I was doing? She's like, no, I had no clue. I'm like, hey. But I had even I'd taken them to Walmart and I had to get white paint because I'm like, it's for the trim in your room because I'm going to be painting. And she's like, that's what the white paint was for. um, but anyways, so she's still been wanting to redo her room. So that's what I've been working on the last like 3 days. She picked a really light, I don't have a picture because I just don't, but a really, really light lavender. Like, so our walls here, I don't know if you can see, are like a really light gray. Um, so it's almost like that, but with, a hint of purpley lavender. And then I just got finished painting all the trim and the doors and like the closet sliding doors white. So it looks completely different in there. It was like this, like she called it pea yellow in that room. I think it was just leftover paint that Dad had, and they painted that room over because I think Trevor had it bright red.
Yeah, it was like a dark brick red.
Yeah, so like they painted whatever they had. I don't think they picked out a color, but it was like yellowy and it was just gross and stuff. So she always hated it, and she wanted to redo it. So that's what I've been doing. Just finished that today or last night.
Yeah, because newsflash, we were going to podcast yesterday, and then Jessica sent me a snap with her in her painting clothes saying, I'm painting today. And I was like, oh, we can podcast tomorrow.
I could have paused and podcasted, but
it's okay. I didn't really feel like it.
I was on a roll. Yeah, so thank you. But yeah, so that's where my energy has been going. But I'm also going to be doing Chloe's room. I'm hoping to get that done also. This week is spring break for the kids, so they're off. But yeah, so we have to move Leah's furniture around and get everything back in there now that it's done. And then I can take everything out of Chloe's room so that because Leah slept in Chloe's room while I was doing her room. So now Chloe's going to sleep in Leah's room. Cool. But yeah, so that's why I've been like, I think I was painting for like 9 hours straight the last 2 days. And like, I'm all sore and like can feel it, but
lots of and I've been having shows for days and days. Yeah. And I have one on Saturday too.
It's crazy. And then one the next week, or do you?
No, and then I have 2 weeks off.
That'll be nice.
I could actually sleep in. Though last Saturday I did get to sleep in because the show last weekend was on a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So I got stuff. I still have stuff to show.
Oh, okay.
So at Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet, I gave Dawn her thing.
Shawl.
Thank you. And so she paid me in yarn.
Oh, how nice. So sweet of her.
I got 3 skeins of yarn, and actually the brownish orange that I wove with, at Ocean City, she was there and she didn't have time to set up, so she was like, if you help me, I'll pay you in yarn. I'm like, okay, because I would have helped her anyways, but she paid me in yarn too. So anyways, so I picked that one out to go with the yarn I had for weaving a cowl. And so these ones were for knitting the shawl.
Okay.
So I picked out, this one is Shining Armor. So it's like the orange, only this color is called Dragon's Heart.
Ooh, I like it.
It's really pretty. And I'm always drawn to all the greens. And then I got this one. It's called Gremlins. It's like teals and blues. How beautiful is that?
It's very, very beautiful.
And then it's like a new colorway. And actually this one, if she has a podcast herself that she talks for maybe about 10 minutes every week. And this one, she like put it in the wrong dye bath like twice. So that's why she called it Gremlins, because it was like an accident, but it turned out really nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then this one is called Always.
Ooh.
So it's like a mint green and brown. It's so pretty. Okay. So it kind of looks like so these 2 are Dobby Sock, which is like merino cashmere nylon.
Okay.
And then the Shining Armor is merino lurex. So I got them mainly not for socks. I got them for like shawls and stuff. So yeah, but that's what I got for knitting that or crocheting that cowl or shawl.
I need to crochet her something or knit her something.
So I also got these size 2 Chiagus from Kathy's Creations because she had size 2s, and I got some sport weight yarn from Fiber Knit Dye Works last year to knit Andy socks, because I'm not knitting him fingering socks ever again because it takes too long. Yes. So I've got sport weight ones, but I wanted to get 2s because the only 2s I have are the Audi lace, and I hate them. Oh. And I use them for my sock blanket, so I can usually find one, but not the other. So I got these Chiagus size 2 for knitting sport weight socks.
Awesome.
Because that's where I am. I know I'm not going to knit fingering weight socks. sport weight is the way to go.
It is the way to go.
And then at Pittsburgh Knit Crochet, I went to Yakagani Yarns. She gave me this little gift with purchase. And she has some new yarns, the dragons. So this one is called the Commonwealth Green. Look at how beautiful it is. And I was looking for my swap partner, but I bought it for myself. So this one is her DK. So it's a DK Superwash Merino. But it's called Commonwealth Green. How cool is that?
Very.
So, yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that either. So, oh, and then I got some other stuff, but it's over there. I forgot to grab it. So, do you have something to talk about so I can run away?
Yes, I do. Well, Allena reminded me that, or told me that Vistaprint was having a sale going on, and I was down to like probably a stack of this of my old cards. Not necessarily business cards, but I use them for putting in my Rolex. So I decided to order some new ones. So this is what I ordered. That's front, and then the back is just so I can highlight and say what fibers in the thing, and it's like my little price tag thing. Anyways, but they were on sale, so I got a bunch of those, and then I also got well, they're called address labels, but I use them for stickers on the to close up the bags. But I thought that was fun, so I got new little designs on those.
Those are awesome.
Yeah,
I got new cards too, and a new sign.
Yeah, so thank you for telling me they were on sale because I seriously had like this many left of my old ones.
Yeah, they were having a 50% off sale, so I was like telling people. So
Yeah.
I don't have my cards with me because I'm still using up my old ones because I use them as price tags too. But I can show you a picture of my new sign. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in. Which it pretty much looks like what my card will look like with my new logo. How cool is that? So yeah, it's kind of washed out because I'm showing you on a phone. But yeah.
No, it's great. I noticed it in your pictures on Instagram at your last show.
So. Yeah, because I've been doing a slow logo change.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways. Okay, so I will show you what else I got. So at Pittsburgh Knit Crochet, my neighbors were going gnome. And that's a very dangerous neighbor to have. Just as bad as the sheep. I keep forgetting what their names are.
Sheep?
The sheep people I was next to. Spinning Loft.
Spinning Loft. Why did I think Lost Sheep? Maybe I should call something the Lost Sheep.
Anyways, the Spinning Loft was dangerous to be next to, and so was Going Gnome. So for Going Gnome, at least we traded bags for kits. So I got this kit, the cute little needle felting penguins, and I tried resisting the needle felting, but I can't get over the cuteness of the gnomes. And then I got this, and Bella hasn't been doing it, so I'm totally stealing her gnome kit. So I got these, what are they called? Mushrooms to go with them. These are their Mario pack, they said. And this, and then I got this, was their new gnome. It's a tree gnome.
Oh, that's
cute. If you take this stuff and split it into 4, you can get 4 mini gnomes, because I kind of like the mini gnomes the best.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have some tree gnomes. Have fun.
That's very fun.
Yeah.
Jelly, I saw on your stories you showed us, you walked through their shop, right?
Yeah. So they had this all Game of Thrones theme. It's amazing. They're like some pretty cool ladies. I really like them.
That's fun. I made a Santa Claus with needle felting once, like Father Christmas, I'll say. And I pull it out for Christmas time, obviously, but it was fun. But it's not something I've done a lot, and it's like hard. Like you think it'd be easy, but it's not. It's like it takes.
I know. I can't even tell you how many times I've poked my fingers. So I made myself a gnome. Bella made me a gnome, and then she hasn't touched it since. So I'm claiming it. I am.
Go for it.
But the Going Gnome ladies will be at
just sit down.
Maryland Sheep and Wool. So if you are in the area, you should check them out. They're inside the building. the main building. So there are some great ladies, and they have like these great kits, and they're just fantastic. So, anyways, that's all of the things that I've done the past 3 weeks because it's all been shows, and it's fun to trade because you get stuff for like free.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pay for it, but it's also dangerous to be next to people like the spinning loft and the going gnome ladies.
That's fun though.
But it is fun.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done too. I've just been doing a lot of painting.
Okay. So we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yes.
It will not be a planning podcast because it's going to be an off month.
It is. I got to start thinking about newts. If you want to do a newt,
are you doing a newt?
You need to plan. I'm thinking I might want to process fleece because I have all those fleeces. I don't know.
I'm thinking that too, but all my stuff is clean except for the new stuff I just got.
I bought 3-4 fleeces in the past month or two.
Dangerous.
Clean. So I'm thinking maybe I will. I don't know.
Okay. We will talk to you guys about it next time we talk, which is hopefully in 2 weeks.
Yes.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.